to you by Kellogg's. Kellogg's Cereals. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now let's all play What's My Line? And now, live from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And now our old and dear friend, Morton Gable.
On my left, a woman my son Peter thinks is a splendid type of American motherhood, Miss Arlene Francis.
I won't ask you what you think. And now the ever-enthusiastic publisher of Random House, who publishes such marvelous books as the American College Dictionary and a lot of other fancy words, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
If I appear a bit stunned, it's because our distinguished panel moderator just told me about a little Mexican striptease artist he met whose name is Tequila Mockingbird. And the perpetrator of that line will now step forward. John Charles Davis.
I knew he'd try to get even with me one day. And the first thing I want to do is to disclaim ownership and authorship of that one. I must say that the panel joins me, and we, being one of the older groups around, I think take particular pride in noting it, joins me in noting the fact that Ed Sullivan started his 16th year this Sunday night with that special program, 15th anniversary and his beginning of his 16th year in television. We hope that there will be many more anniversaries and many more 16s of them, Ed. Martin, it is always a joy to see you there on the panel.
Thank you, John.
Pleasure to have you with us, sir.
We've been around the city a fairly long time.
Just so. Well, it's nice to have somebody there to keep Bennett in tow, anyway. Not control, just in tow. We've got some very interesting occupations for you tonight. And we will also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program. We'll meet our first contestant. And now to meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Inta? Vanagh, is that right? Is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Vanagh, and where are you from?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana. It's nice to have you with us. May I present our panel? Miss Vanagh, will you join me over here, please? You know how we keep score, ma'am?
Yes, I do, sir.
In that event, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Vanagh is self-employed and deals in a service. And we'll begin the general questioning with Bennett, sir.
Miss Vanagh, do you perform your service in or about the fine city of Indianapolis?
Yes, sir.
Are the people of Indianapolis better as a result of the service that you perform?
I hope so.
Do you perform the service equally for gentlemen and for ladies?
That's right.
Do the people come to you for this service?
Yes, I do.
Do you touch them in any way?
Yes, I do.
You do. Are they seated or reclining when you touch them?
Either way.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Either way.
Do you touch them usually above the waist?
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes below, too? Are they improved physically or in beauty as a result of your administrations?
Yes.
They are. Do you wear any kind of a costume or uniform when you are doing your work?
I can.
Do you use any kind of instrument while you are performing your service?
Yes.
Would it be an instrument that would touch the skin of the people you're working
Yes,
on? Might you work above the neckline sometimes?
Yes.
Would the instrument that you use have any metal in it?
Yes.
Do you... What?
That's right. Let him hang himself, I always say.
I've been on an awfully long time. I don't seem able to get off. Do you have to have any spot training for the work that you do before you do it?
Yes,
Have you got any kind of a title or a degree?
Yes.
Would it be that of a doctor or dentist?
Yes.
Doctor?
Yes.
You are a lady doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what more must I get, John?
Well, there are lots of lady doctors. There are doctors of philosophy, doctors of letters, doctors of the humanities, doctors of medicine, doctors of this, and doctors of that. Now, which doctor are we talking about?
Doctor of medicine.
No, not doctor of medicine. There's one down at 9 to go, Mr. Gallup. Man, that took me a long time.
Sure did, yeah.
Well, are you a psychiatrist?
No, I'm not.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Gable.
Are you an orthopedist?
No, sir.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
A doctor that touches people, but is not a doctor of medicine. Pretty sneaky work you're doing out there.
Yes.
Would osteopathy come under medicine? I don't honestly know. Are you a lady osteopath by any chance?
No, I'm not.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Sir.
Do you exercise the people in any way or manipulate them or massage them?
Yes.
Would you say that possibly you were a lady masseur?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, she can't be a surgeon, can she, without being an MD?
That's right.
That would be a medicine. That would be.
I passed to Martin. I think he's got an idea.
I don't. An idea is a very rare thing in my case. I haven't got one at the moment. I passed to Arlene.
I'm going to throw all the cards over.
May I first
Yes.
just ask one question?
Yeah.
Did Bennett ask whether human beings, whether men and women come?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
And the answer was yes.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be a baby
No,
nurse.
it couldn't be a
a
veterinarian.
gynecologist. I don't
A
think
horse
that.
doctor does not
How
look
about a
like this
doctor of
lady.
chiropractic? Hello? Hello? Dr. Vanag is a graduate of the Lincoln
Chiropractic College.
Chiropractic College in Indianapolis.
What's the difference between osteopathy and
Chiropractic.
I think
chiropractic?
osteopathy comes under MD, does it not?
Well, it's not, but it's more or less
Yeah.
medicine.
There's a great
not-
similarity,
More
though.
medical. The doctor of chiropractic is a more specialized area.
bone maneuver.
Yeah.
That's right, manipulation of the spine.
And I do know that, Miss Van Eggs, you came
isn't
from Latvia.
Yes.
How long have you been here?
10 years.
10 years here, and wonderful. 4.5 years of school at Lincoln College to become a chiropractor. I hope that all goes well and that you have a flourishing practice.
Thank you so much.
Very nice to have you with us.
Wasn't that funny?
Now to meet our second contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Sheldon Goldstein. Is that right, sir? Mr. Goldstein, where are you from?
Norwich, New York.
Norwich, New York. Where is that, if I might ask?
Oh, it's up in central New York State.
Near what big city?
It's about 40 miles north of Binghamton.
North of Binghamton.
Yes.
Fine. Nice to have you with us. May I present our panel? You join me over here. Do you know how we keep score, sir?
Yes, I do.
Good. Then we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. tell you that Mr. Goldstein is self-employed and he deals in a product. And we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Could I use your product?
Yes.
Could I hold it in my hand?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I think we could agree you could hold
Yes.
it in your hand.
Does it come in various sizes?
Yes.
Is it ever alive?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Gable.
Mr. Goldstein, I'm right in thinking you're not related to Mitch Miller, right?
No.
Is your product useful both to men and women?
Yes.
Is it more for fun than for use?
No.
Oh, 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
If I had your product, would I have it on my person?
No.
We would certainly hope not. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Sir.
Mr. Goldstein, is your product used around the house?
Yes.
Would it be likely to be found in one particular part of the house rather than in any place in the house?
I would think we would agree, wouldn't you, sir, that its use would tend to be confined to an area.
Would that area be in the neighborhood of the kitchen?
Yes.
Is your product consumable?
Yes.
Is it a solid?
Yes.
Is it eaten?
Yes.
Is it eaten at one particular meal rather than at all 3 in equal degrees?
I think as the question is posed, we would have to agree that it's eaten at one meal rather than equally at all 3, yes.
Might that meal be breakfast?
No.
Oh, heavenly days. 4 down and 6 to go, Mr.
Might it be dinner?
Yes.
Is it exotic?
I think so.
Rather than just a plain hamburger type food.
Well, Mr. Gozian thinks it's exotic. I can't call it exotic. That's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Gable.
Has it ever been alive?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
Would you buy it in a grocery store?
Yes.
Is it packaged?
Yes.
Is it sometimes used in association with other foods?
Yes.
Is there any dough in the product?
No.
It just costs
I don't
dough.
think we are. Yes, just cost dough, that's all. 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sir.
Mr. Goldstein, do you sprinkle this product on other food, possibly?
I'd like to have some of this sprinkled on my eggs.
Where would you like to have it sprinkled?
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, Dorothy. I'm glad you didn't hear it.
I didn't. Is there anything fishy about this product?
You are making direct reference to the piscatorial kingdom here.
I indeed am.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Gable.
Is it of a very sharp taste, this product?
I would say we would describe it as generally having a sharp taste, yes.
Well, is it in the mustard family, say?
No.
No. 10 down and no more to go.
Is it no pickles?
No pickles.
No onions?
No onions.
No matzahs?
No matzo. But lots and lots of sauerkraut. Mr. Goldstein is vice president of, it's Ready Pack?
Ready Pack food.
Ready Pack Foods, and they're, I guess, 90% of everything you make is sauerkraut. How do you make sauerkraut? Would you tell me? 20 million pounds of sauerkraut a year?
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Mr. Goldstein, you could sprinkle sauerkraut, couldn't you?
Oh, sure, on your
ice
eggs.
cream.
Yeah. All right, you've got a nice custard or something like that. There's nothing like sprinkled sauerkraut on it. Yeah.
On a souffle.
How do you make sauerkraut?
Well, we grow our own product, the cabbage, and then we slice it and sprinkle it with salt, and then you have a natural fermentation. It takes about 21 days. And
21 days it just sits and
in the tank. We have these vats that hold about 35 ton. We have about 70 of them. And,
well,
this makes sauerkraut.
it's great fun. It's a great fun, I must say, and thank you very much. We had a lot of fun with your product on What's My Line. Nice to see you. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from our sponsor. And now the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which my friends on the panel are, as always, blindfolded. Are those blindfolds in place,
Yes,
panel?
John.
Yes,
sir.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? Panel, in this case, one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin with Arlene Francis.
Would one find your name in the theatrical section of the newspaper?
Yes.
Jolly good.
Sir?
Would you say that your work embodies the use of music in any way?
Sometimes. Miss Kilgallen?
Do you play the piano? Socially, I mean, not professionally.
No. One down and 9 to go, Mr. Gable.
Are you a woman?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
Yes.
That was a yes. Somebody... Is there more than one person there?
Yes. Mr. Sheriff?
It's a group movement.
Have you got an act that uses singing in it to some extent?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Are you related to each other?
Mr. Gable?
Have you ever been a mystery guest jointly on this panel before?
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Terribly sore about something. Are you related as husband and wife?
Yes.
Mr. Sir?
Are you at present appearing in any theater or nightclub or hotel around the New York area?
No. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Are you both in motion pictures? No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Gable.
Have you a regular television show?
Yes.
Is the password marriage? Alan Ludden and Betty White?
Until very, very recently, Betty White and Alan Ludden, and happily now, Mr. and Mrs. Alan Ludden. And congratulations to you both.
Did you notice I even had trouble
She did it, Arlene. She did it.
And you were going to let me know. You forgot. You were so excited that she said yes.
He was going to let me know.
I told you. I don't know. Didn't I tell you?
No, you forgot. You said you would. But anyway, I'm so glad it happened. I don't care if you'd kept it a secret from me.
Just for fun, did you hear what happened when you asked if you had a regular television program? And Alan hollered yes, and Betty hollered no. At the same time. Alan's password at 10 o'clock. It's one of the most regular, I guess. What is it, 10 o'clock every Monday night and every afternoon at 3, 5 days a week? 2. Every afternoon at 2.
Betty's on tomorrow night.
Oh, good.
With Jack
Wonderful.
Parr.
So that's fine.
You gotta tip a few answers to her, Alan?
No. No.
I thought you were Ed Wynn when you first came in.
Oh, well, thank you.
But I've been
Anyway,
reading
we all, with all our hearts, wish you great happiness and a wonderful world in the future.
I've been reading a good deal about our two chums, and you're going to both do something together this summer anyway, aren't you?
Yes.
We're going to do Brigadoon.
We're going to do Brigadoon, and we're
In
going to...
Patterson, New Jersey, the week of July 9th. And she's going to do King and I in St. Louis. And then
wonderful.
We're going to go back to where we met in Skowhegan and Dennis and do Janus. It's going to be a busy summer.
It is.
then we're going to move.
Where?
Well, great.
Oh, we're moving up toward you, near you.
Oh, that's nice. I'm delighted.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you,
coming
John.
and sharing this marriage with us. Well, with that recovery, I guess we have to judge you're doing pretty well tonight, panel, so I'll give you some congratulations anyway, and we'll be back with another contestant after this word from our alternates. And now our final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Bobby? Moore. Moore, where are you from?
London, England.
London, England. That's nice to have you with us. Nice to have a visitor from England anytime. This is our panel of What's My Line in the United States. I dare say you've seen the one at home, haven't you? You know how we keep score here in the... What's My Line?
Found out now, yes.
All righty. Just, they ask questions. If you can give them a good, true, and resounding no, we flip a card. 10 flips, and you've won the game. So hope you win it. Now we'll let our audience at home and the audience here in the theater know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Moore is salaried and deals in a service, and we'll begin the general questioning with Martin Gable.
Thank you, John. Mr. Moore, you have the general assured and composed look of a man who might be in the arts, are you?
No.
One time to go, Miss Francis.
Thank you, Mr. Pinkerton. You're a great detective. Is your service one that both men and women enjoy or can use?
No.
Yes, right. If I may here, let me have a think.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Do you work out of doors?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with the world of sport?
I do.
Would one find your face at the racetrack ever?
No.
Two down, a date to go. Mr.
They shouldn't, yeah.
They shouldn't, anyhow.
I think Arlene was on the right track, but if I'm right, you use your own body and your own skill in the sport that you pursue. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Is it a sport that requires individual skill rather than teamwork a large part of the time?
A combination of both, really.
Actually, we have to give you that. It takes both.
Is there a ball involved in the sport that
yes.
you perform? Is it either golf or tennis?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Is it an English game rather than American?
Yes.
Cricket?
No.
Nope. 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Gable.
Is it some kind of rugger soccer?
No.
No, I'm going to throw all the cards over because actually I'm sure you've got it. It's soccer because rugger and soccer are different.
Well, that's an American game. That's why I kind of switched it around. If I took soccer, it's an American game too, so it wasn't American.
Actually, Martin, you gave me the golden opportunity to throw the cards over. You were right. It is soccer and not rugger. It's soccer.
Right.
And
soccer is a team game. It's not an individual.
Well, that's why
it takes
both.
individual skill.
You have to have individual skill, but you also have to be a part of a very skillful team. I would say probably among that element of sport, it requires a degree of skill with your feet and head that is probably not required elsewhere in terms of individual capacities and abilities. As an old soccer player...
I've never heard soccer explained so beautifully, John.
Well, thank you very much, Martin. I wish I could play it as beautifully, however, as Mr. Moore does. He is with the team from London.
That's right, yes. West Ham United.
West Ham United. Is that West Hampshire?
No,
West
it's
Ham?
from London.
West Ham United?
Yes, West Ham United, yes.
And they played the French team at the international soccer meet on Randall's Island this afternoon, and you won.
3-1.
3-1. They beat the French team. So that's wonderful. Thank you very much for being with us. Nice to have you on What's My Line. And having used up all the time with the panel's permission, I will say goodnight for all and thank you for being with us on What's My Line.
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Toppin. This is Johnny Olson speaking.